Coming up next, All in the Family and the Big Land will not be seen tonight. Instead, stay tuned for America's game, the NBA. Tonight, the Chicago Bulls battle for a playoff position against the Philadelphia 76ers. Then, Barbara Stanwyck stars in The Nightwalker right after NBA basketball on your Super Station.
Hi, I'm Maureen McCormick from the Brady Bunch, and these are the Special Olympics athletes. Yes, they are indeed special. Get to know them at the 1985 International Winter Special Olympic Games on Superstation WTVS.
At 10:15 p.m. Eastern, Saturday.
Some familiar folks for the 76ers have been injured in recent weeks. The absence of Bobby Jones, Charles Barkley, Clint Richardson, and Moses Malone caused some somewhat shaky performances for Philly. But tonight they're all back, awaiting the challenge of Michael Jordan and the Chicago Bulls. The high-flying action begins just a few moments from now on WTBS.
TBS Sports presents America's Game, NBA Basketball. Brought to you by Light Beer from Miller. Everything you always wanted in a beer and less. By Honda, who invites you to see the new Civic CRX SI at your local Honda dealer. By Delta Airlines, with great service and low fares, Delta gets you there. And by Cable News Network and Headline News.
Hello again, everybody. Along with John Andres, Skip Carey, welcoming you to another night of NBA basketball from a close-to-capacity spectrum where the Bulls and 76ers will get together for the 5th time this year. The first 4 games have been won by Philadelphia. Chicago has 2 outstanding offensive players, but that's sort of their problem, John. They rely just on 2 guys to get the scoring done.
Well, the man who just walked out on the floor and created some excitement, Michael Jordan, just arrived, and he's the man that makes this team go. Leads the team in just about every offensive category. Michael can pass the ball as well. We take a look at Michael moving that ball to Orlando Woolridge for a slam. Orlando Woolridge also the other main cog in this offensive wheel. One of the most mobile forwards in the NBA, and he can really go. Dave Corzine or David Greenwood, if they can do some rebounding, Woolridge can be a killer.
So finesse is primarily the game employed by Chicago because of the personnel they have. Philadelphia, with guys like Julius Erving and Andrew Toney, they can finesse you too, but that's not all they do because they got 2 big bruisers up front.
Well, it starts in the middle, Skip, as we know, with Moses Malone. Moses, the leading rebounder in the NBA, and he has killed Chicago this year. We see him working down low. He'll stuff that ball anytime he can, and he's the main problem for Chicago tonight. In addition to Moses Malone, the rookie Charles Barkley has done so well. He's averaged 15 points a game, 12 rebounds in the last 3 games against the Bulls, and he will put a lot of pressure on David Greenwood. Barkley's really developing.
Chicago's coach, Kevin Lockery, told you he's going to try something different tonight.
Well, Kevin is thinking about doing something to try and stop Moses Malone and negate him. We'll see a lot of doubling up on Moses Malone. Let's take a look at the man guarding Julius Erving tonight and see if he stays close to Julius when Moses could be the logical outlet pass. He just may leave Julius and go down and double up and help Corzine out.
We'll be back with the starting lineups, the play-by-play story, right after this.
The Honda Accord 4-door sedan the standard by which other cars in this class are judged. When we made power windows, AM/FM stereo, and air conditioning standard, we made the Accord LX four-door. Then we added leather seats, fuel injection, a power moonroof, and created the Accord SEI. You see, at Honda, we keep raising the standard.
We've got what it takes, true value.
Save now on their bargain of the month. In April, it's this Eagle 2.5-gallon gasoline can for just $4.88. This sturdy galvanized steel can has a double-seamed bottom to prevent leaking. Plus, it features a flip vent and a flexible spout for easy pouring. During April, get the Eagle 2.5-gallon gas can for just $4.88. Look for the bargain of the month banner at participating True Value hardware stores and home centers.
I was drowning.
Let's go.
Nothing could save me. My children. How would they get along without me? So much more to do.
Breathing, her pulse is back. She's gonna be okay.
I got a second chance to do all those things I always meant to do.
At Prudential, we know most of us don't get a second chance. Talk to a Prudential agent and get the peace of mind that comes with a piece of the rock.
We're all right now.
Get a piece of the rock.
Prudential Life Insurance.
There are the five principals that will start the game for Chicago and their coach, Kevin Lockery. And the Philadelphia lineup. And Billy Cunningham, the head man there, and we're ready to go, and we sincerely hope you enjoy it. Hugh Evans, Billy Oakes are our officials tonight. Billy celebrates his 41st birthday this evening. And the draw is won by Philadelphia. Julius Erving. Low Cheeks handles the ball up top against Matthews.
Skip, this is the Bulls' second visit here this year, and Michael Jordan has drawn a very big crowd at the Spectrum.
Tony is all by himself. 2-0.
The Bulls' defense will gear to Moses Malone, and that's why they have to move the ball as they just did to the open man.
And you can see why they would be experimenting tonight, and Billy Cunningham might too. These teams could open the playoffs against one another. It is possible. Jordan with a great move, and he got the hoop.
He's so exciting. Yes, they could meet each other, and that would not make Chicago happy. They've lost 4 to them. They'd much rather play.
Cheeks surprised Matthews there. He never dreamt he'd go to the hole. Sailed right by him, got the hoop.
They'd much rather play Milwaukee, believe it or not. Milwaukee right now at the second best record in the East behind Boston, but the Bulls have been 3-3 against the Bucks this year.
Philadelphia enjoys a 4-2 lead. We're just underway from the Spectrum. Orlando Woolridge against Erving. Hangs in the air, and it will not go, and Malone the rebound. The Doctor pulls up, shoots his jumper way short. Lost out of bounds by Greenwood and Jordan, and so the ball will... Wait a minute. 24-second clock has malfunctioned here, and they set it to 18 seconds. And now they'll inbound.
Erving reminded the officials that he was fouled on that play, and they failed to see that.
Charles Barkley will trigger it in. Erving, that jumper is short, and Greenwood the rebound. Chicago has to do a decent job on the boards to have a chance here. 10:20 left in the first quarter. Philadelphia by 2. John Andre, Skip Carey with you from Philadelphia. Greenwood. Andrew Toney coming off a couple of missed games due to an ankle sprain back in there tonight. Left her short. Corzine, the rebound, did a good job of blocking out. And I say again, that's what Chicago must do.
Philadelphia has lost 5 of their last 10, or you can say won 5 of their last 10, but it's not enough to make their coaching staff happy. And speaking with them before the game, they've been very unhappy with all aspects of their game, the Sixers, that is.
Jordan on the base is held by Toney. Loose ball foul, his first, team's first.
Sixers come in tonight following a loss to the Cleveland Cavaliers last Wednesday night. Cavaliers have depressed the Sixers all season. No second effort there by Corzine or Greenwood in attempting to stop Julius Erving. One of the advantages of the Bulls not having a stationary pivot man is that middle is open. When Jordan can get down that middle, as we just saw, he is so explosive. The strength and power of Charles Barkley on display. As we said at the Open, he's been doing it all season long against the Bulls.
So Barkley gets the basket. And Matthews misses the layup inside. And now Cheeks heads up the floor. My microphony broke. I apologize for leaving you. But I'm sure you didn't notice anyway.
How's your microphone?
It's a very unprincipled microphone. Cheeks gets the hoop. And Philadelphia leads at 10-7. Woolridge walks. Philadelphia gets it back. Here comes Mo Cheeks. 7:38 left first quarter. Barkley directs some traffic. They clear the zone for him against Greenwood. They muscled his way in, gets it right back. That's what he does so well.
A tremendous upper body strength helps keep him free.
And nothing wrong with his lower body strength either, and he's got those wide hips, and he takes up a lot of room.
You can't reach over him, though, to block him. You've got to have your legs in the right position if you're going to bother him.
A great effort. A foul is called. Jordan's on the deck. He'll shoot two.
You know, Michael Jordan's playing in Dr. J's backyard, and he wants to do some special stuff for the fans here. He used to sing the great Julius Erving, and that's an indicator of what we hope will continue. I asked Lockery before the game, Skip, if he saw any sign in Michael Jordan fatiguing, getting tired at this point in the season. He said, absolutely not.
.12-8 the score. It is Philadelphia by 4 and with the ball. 7 minutes remaining in the first quarter of play. This is the time of year when it's a little tough to play. Erving changed it, missed it, thanks to Corzine, and maybe a foul. It's on Malone. And a timeout is called by Philadelphia. Malone's second foul. That could be an item. Timeout on the floor with 6:48 left in the first quarter. Philadelphia leads by 4.
All you gotta do is smell the coffee, splash on Old Spice. Now you're moving, isn't it nice? Standing tall now, you're doing it right. Pour out a handful, splash on some spice.
Nobody sends more guys out there than America's favorite, unmistakably masculine Old Spice.
Now you're moving, don't think twice. Splash on the feeling, splash on some spice.
Come on, move it, Ted. When I work out, I love the sweat. Okay. It's how I get the edge. But afterwards, I want to feel dry and odor-free all day. So Speed Stick Antiperspirant gives me an edge, too. Speed Stick's the wide stick. Goes on dry for man-sized protection in just a few strokes. Whatever game you're in, get the edge.
Let the wide stick give you the edge. Speed Stick Super Dry Antiperspirant.
By Megan.
Great day, huh?
Some airlines seem to see how far they can push you.
Coffee?
Not Delta. We'd rather see how well we can fly you.
How about that movie, huh? Just give it a good scan.
And now with movies on selected Delta flights.
Hello?
So why be pushed from here to there?
Comfy.
When you can relax and fly Delta. Delta gets you there in style.
Somewhere between reality and a nightmare hell stalks The Nightwalker. Don't watch it alone. 10:05 p.m. Eastern on Superstation WTBS tonight.
Kevin Lockery looks on. A lot of rumors about his job. He has a year remaining on his contract. We visited with Jerry Krause a week or so ago up in Cleveland about it. Perhaps you saw it. No decision has been reached yet, but the rumors abound. He and Rod Thorne were very, very close. Thorne has been fired as general manager of the Chicago team.
Team has made the playoffs for the first time in 4 years. That was effective the other night in their last game. And Kevin, telling me before the game, he's a little concerned his team might be a little satisfied with that status now and that they wouldn't be quite as up as the Sixers are tonight.
They're going to go to Corzine a bunch, I would imagine, and try to get Malone in further trouble. Not that time. Jordan.
That's what the Sixers want him to do. Stay outside.
Michael has 8.
Not necessarily make the shots, but shoot him from outside. Once he gets around the hoop, they all seem to go down.
Great pass, Malone, prior to the shot. A foul on Greenwood. Well, are you prepared for halftime? Gary Miller is going to ask us a question. If we get the answer right, I don't know what we win, but come on down. Cheeks with the ball up top. Mo Cheeks. I enjoy watching Cheeks play because I was broadcasting the Hawks when he broke in with Philadelphia. In his rookie year, he was a timid little mouse. He was scared to death trying to run the offense. But after his first season, I'm sure he went home and just sat and thought about it because he came back from then on and became a superstar. Not a superstar stats-wise before he does everything. Plays good defense, gives the ball up, can shoot it if he has to.
But there's something missing going on with Cheeks right now, Skip. Noted talking with one of the assistant coaches before the game. His assists aren't as high as they have been in the past. He's not among the league leaders, and the team isn't running as much as we've become accustomed to seeing the Sixers do when they're playing good basketball.
Malone. I wonder why that would be.
There's something missing. I don't know, and they're not pleased. They don't feel their defense is intense enough and good enough, effective enough. So that's what they're really trying to improve.
Matthews tried the alley-oop, but didn't work.
With the good defense comes the turnovers and the action and the motion where Cheeks is so effective. And I think that defense not being there has kept his assists down, to be quite blunt.
They'll be driven insane here by Matthews, a very irritating defensive player. I say that as a compliment.
Perpetual motion machine.
At the other end, they say, well, here's the way it's done. Tony to Erving.
That was Julius welcoming Michael Jordan to his backyard.
16-10 Philadelphia, 5 minutes left in the quarter. Boy, a quiet crowd here tonight.
Cheeks is chasing Jordan around. It's quite a height advantage for Jordan.
Erving knocked that away, but to no good effect. Wes Matthews shoots his jumper, drills it.
That's a rare sight. Matthews always does his scoring in close. When he can make the jumper, boy, that just makes him 3 times tougher.
All 12 Chicago points scored by their guards, interestingly enough. Erving throws it away, but it rebounds out to Tony. Cheeks. Mo Cheeks has 6. Matthews heads the other way. 18-12 with 4:20 in the quarter. Bobby Jones about to come to work for Philadelphia. Corzine from 18, shot at 19. Greenwood kept it alive, but Cheeks out of there with it. Takes it himself, got it. An 8-point lead with 3:58, and Chicago wants and gets timeout. They're down by 8 in the first period at the Spectrum.
Winning in basketball takes control. Winning in life also takes control. I'm Isaiah Thomas, and this is my mom. Together we have everything under control.
That's right. Isaiah have his basketball under control, and I have my high blood pressure under control.
Call the American Heart Association to see how you can help control high blood pressure.
Even when Isaiah was a baby, he was quite a dribbler.
I was?
Yes, you dribble your milk.
The American Heart Association, we're fighting for your life.
It takes know-how and time and more than a little pride to turn an idea into a premium quality product. And there's no better example than Taylor's Pride Chewing Tobacco. Taylor's Pride is made from hand-selected tobaccos and the choicest flavorings blended together just right to give you that genuinely moist, fresh flavor. Taste the premium quality plug chewing tobacco. Taylor's Pride.
New Old Spice Solid keeps guys so much drier, they just might give up their Menon antiperspirant mid-stick.
Hey, Bronco. Here's a present. Hardly used.
New Old Spice Solid keeps you so dry, not even 2 strokes of Menon keep you as dry as 1 of Old Spice. You may want to switch mid-stick.
Norman, from me to you. Practically brand new.
Why wait to be drier? Get New Old Spice Solid antiperspirant now.
Take my Menon, please.
Well, Chicago getting back on defense in time, but there's no obstacles set up here for Maurice Cheeks. Michael Jordan withdraws for some reason with his great ability and his size and jumping ability. Didn't challenge Cheeks. I think he's a little unhappy with the way his team is playing right now, and that was his, he went on strike for a moment. Boy, right now, amazing. The rebounds are going strongly in the direction of Philadelphia. They've got 10. Chicago has 4, and as a result, the home team, Sixers, have 19 shots at the basket to only 9 for the Bulls.
And that's why they have a 4-0 lead in the season series. They dominate the game inside. Quentin Daly is checked in and pops and misses, and Philadelphia's off to the race again. No fast break opportunity that time. Barkley rolls under the hole. It won't go, but it's tipped in by Malone, and right there is why Philly is so tough.
One of the game's great offensive rebounders. I mean, in the history of basketball, boy, you gotta box him out.
Woolridge forced one up. That won't go. They still have no points up front. Woolridge gets it back from Moses. Now they do.
Super effort by Orlando. Is having a tough time participating in the Bulls' offense as the guards are doing all the shooting.
Juwan Oldham and Sidney Green about to check in for Chicago as Kevin Lockery tries to get somebody going up front. Tony over Woolridge. Bingo.
You have to be so selective. The man doing the double teaming can't leave a shooter like Tony open.
24-14 is our score. Jordan at the foul line. That won't go. Malone, a pillar. It's knocked away again by Jordan. That's twice in a row. Woolridge and now Jordan. Michael has 10, and it's 24-16.
Michael puts the special stuff on his stuffs that makes people want to buy tickets. Right, Skip, right?
Right. Counts 2 points. Just like that there. Malone has 6. It's 26-16 with 2:05. Corzine gets mugged by Barkley.
Corzine had the position. Couldn't have been in much closer. Couldn't make it happen.
Clint Richardson into the game. Tony out for Philadelphia. Greenwood departs. Sidney Green gets into the game. Oldham was to replace Corzine. Cannot come in now as Dave is at the foul line to shoot 2. Corzine's first point of the night. By the way, you baseball fans, Braves open here in Philadelphia right across the road Tuesday night. It'll be Steve Carlton against Rick Mailer, and we'll have it for you on TBS. Rick Barry and Bill Russell will have an NBA game, Denver and Los Angeles, right after the baseball game on Tuesday. So another big doubleheader on TBS.
Best in the West, huh? Denver and L.A.
Yeah. Barkley against the double team. Good look to Jones. Drew the foul from Corzine. Credit Barkley with a good pass.
As Bobby Jones just did.
Oldham gets Corzine. This could be interesting to watch the youngster take on Moses Malone. They're both big, powerful men. Here's the good
nice
pass.
play by Barkley. And, of course, Bobby Jones, picture basketball player, moving without the ball. Yes, Oldham has been getting a lot more confidence and has more meaning to Kevin Lockery the last month or two, Skip. He's, interestingly enough, blocking shots at a big rate, 6 a game.
28-18, Philadelphia. Quentin Daly crosses the line against Cheeks. Daly directs some traffic, sends Oldham to the right side of the floor. They're trying to post up Jordan, no luck yet. Woolridge has it knocked away by Bobby Jones. Jordan gets it back at the buzzer. Good if it goes. No. Malone. Ahead it comes to Cheeks. 1:10 left in the first quarter. Cheeks penetrates. Finds Malone, but he can't control it. Cheeks with that amazing quickness. 4-3. Got none. Malone is fouled. And the dominance of Philadelphia inside is, if it doesn't change, Philadelphia's going to win this game by 30 or 40 points. They're just blowing Chicago away.
Malone had positioned himself like the tree that he is. There you can see it. I mean, Malone is where he wants to be, and Oldham isn't. It's that simple. Oldham had to be in front of Malone in relation to the basket. It wasn't there.
That's 8 for Malone. It's a 12-point game. 30-18, 55 seconds left first quarter. Clint Richardson plays Jordan.
That's what's known as making the offense start out high with that kind of pressure.
Sidney Green comes in firing. That won't go. Malone, another rebound. Knocked away and out of bounds by Jordan as Richardson tried to force it up the floor to Barkley. Bobby Jones triggers it in with 38 seconds. Jordan with the steal ahead for Daly. Perfect pass, but really a little too long. So Philadelphia has it back, and they can play for the final shot.
See Jordan hang in the air to save that ball. I mean, he just went stationary while in the air.
We'll give you the time remaining here. They have all of it, does Philadelphia. 7. 3, 2, Richardson, no, and the quarter is history. And at the end of 1, Philadelphia's built a 12-point margin.
Whoa. Looks like we got company, Sergeant. Hold your fire, man. Hold your fire.
Ain't no braver man alive.
Tastes great. Less filling. Tastes great. Less filling. Malamat!
No one knows how long the argument has raged, but one thing is for certain. Light beer from Miller will go down in history as the world's greatest light beer.
Pro Hardware's ready for a great Pro sale. Pro is bargains and Pro is advice. Pro is service and Pro's a great price. Pro is value with savings like these. A Shop Vac Mighty Mini Portable Vacuum Cleaner is Pro priced at only $44.99. These quick set entry lock sets are Pro priced at just $18.88 a pair. And DAP's 10-ounce silicone caulk sealer is Pro priced at only 99 cents with rebate. Come to the great Pro Hardware sale now for
Pro advice was a real good price.
See the yellow pages for your participating Pro Hardware dealer.
Well, it's simplistic, but if Chicago doesn't get any second shots and can't deny Philadelphia any, it's going to be a long night for Kevin Lockery and company.
Skip, one of the reasons the Sixers, I think, are reaching down with an extra effort tonight is the playoff situation. Right now, they're third behind Milwaukee and Boston in the Eastern Conference by a half game only. However, what they want to do is finish ahead of Milwaukee because that will determine who they play in the first round of the playoffs. Milwaukee and Philadelphia played even this year, 3-3. Each team won 3. So the next tie-breaking procedure is the record within the conference. And that is why Philadelphia and Milwaukee want to finish second, because they feel they'll get a weaker opponent the higher they finish. Very important for home court advantage as well.
And Jordan brings it up the floor as we go to quarter number 2. He's the game's leading scorer with 10. Malone and Cheeks had 8 each for Philadelphia. Oldham goes to work, and his hook shot hangs on the rim, but it won't drop. This is Clint Richardson. And Cheeks against Quentin Daly.
Malone already has 8 rebounds, and he's the best in the NBA with 14 a game.
Intended for Bobby Jones, deflected away by Sidney Green, and so Philadelphia will inbound on the end line. New 24 as Green kicked the inbounds pass. New 24 second clock.